right before the reunion, I had made a post that we had broken up.
Okay.
And as far as the show was concerned, on the reunion, I solidified it. And then after that, his real true colors came out. He went on an interview with a radio station, and he was lying about who he was, his lifestyle, and what he stood for. And then in the mix of that, his sister and him were tearing my character down. And so at that point, I was like, yo.
What were some of the false things? I know you said something that he said a lot of false things about you. A lot of false stories.
Yeah, see, what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to perpetuate anything that he put out there.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not here for that. So I won't even mention the things that he said, but it was a lot of false things that he said.
About your character?
About my character, about who I was, about the things that I've done.
Okay.
So it was just one of those things where it was like, yo, like, first of all, how you gonna piss on me? I'm the one who has been here for you. I'm the one who brought you on this platform. I'm the one who does everything for you. I'm the one who loves you. How are you going to do that to me out of all people? And at that moment, I was completely done. The very same night, I go out. I'm on a date at a party, and here he comes with 5 of his friends, and now they want to fight.
So it was your date, and then him and his boys.
No. It was a house party. Okay. The party was over at 2:00. Me and my date, his friends, and some of my other friends were in a bedroom because it was a house party, and the majority of the house was packed. No one knows who Miles is. He wasn't invited. After the party was over.
Do you think he heard you were there?
No, of course he did.
Okay.
After the party was over, I come outside. He's standing outside with his homeboys, and then we engage into an altercation. I can't get into the full details of it because I was told not to, because it's still in the courts.
Okay. So it's still legally going through the process.
That's where that's why I'm here. That's where it was like, okay, you have took this to a whole nother level, bro.
Yeah, I saw on the blogs that the next day there was this big fight, and it was between you and Miles ended up getting arrested, or then he said he wasn't arrested, but then I saw that you had paperwork. There was so much
he
happening.
Lies about everything.
I can't keep up.
It makes no sense. Like, why would you even lie about? First of all, it's public record. So anybody could actually go to New York, see who was arrested that day, put your name. It's like, why are you lying about that?
Right.
And
did he put his hands on you?
Absolutely. And what I could not do is fight someone that I actually love. I've never been a person who could actually hurt someone. I don't even want to see anybody that I'm with be hurt. Like, you know what I mean? Because I have no reason to do that. And so when he hit me, I just took the L, you know what I mean? And I just waited the next day. I digested the whole situation. And when I seen him at his party, because I had my own party that I hosted, my party was over at 2, his party was over at 3. I just politely drove over to where he was at. And as soon as he came out the door, get him. There he is. That's the guy who...
With the officers.
With the police officers.
With the police officers. And then they took him in.
And they took him in for domestic assault.
Wow.
So, it was just one of those things where, you can't, it's only for so long that you can put up this facade, and not the way the universe works, it's all going to come back on you.
Yeah, the show does definitely have its moments where it could be,
I think the show, let me be honest with you, I think the show was trying its best to tell a story that was relevant and that was purposely going to change lives. And
do you think they care about your life like that, or do you think it was just for the drama?
I have mixed opinions about it, because it's so funny, because you can't, like I said, you can't really gauge people who are in this business. So you never really know. So sometimes I feel like they care, and sometimes I feel like they don't, and sometimes I feel like it was like, okay, well, it's for whatever reasons. You know what I mean? So but at the point that it's like, okay, this is really my life. This is my reality. This is what I really live in. And, I have to do something about it. So
where are you at now with the show? Are you happy? I know you said you're happy you did it and you would do it again. So would you come back for season 2?
I would definitely come back for season 3, but a season 2 for me, but it'll be season 3 for the show.
Oh yeah. That's right. Season 3.
Yeah. We would have some, my lawyers and their lawyers would have some conversations prior to, But I am kind of almost like contractually binded to
come back.
to come
If
back.
they offered you to come back, you would say yes?
With some stipulations, yes.
Okay. With some like say more money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Miles can or can't be on the show. One of those.
I mean, I wouldn't listen. I don't even like earlier. I didn't even want to talk about them. Like I'm trying to move on. I'm good. You know what I mean? Like I dropped my single yesterday.
Right.
When I go, it's done amazing.
When I go is reference to a breakup.
It's a breakup song.
It's a breakup song. Yeah. And it's obvious of what you were going through.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's doing amazing. It was number 1 on iTunes.
Yeah.
So
congratulations.
Yeah. So and so I'm happy. I'm good. I'm proud, and I'm glad that I'm not the only one who has came out about this situation. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm good right now. People can believe and accept what it is that they want to believe and accept, and if they don't, it's all good. It's all one love. Let's all just be happy. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah. I mean, I get that vibe from you.
Yeah.
I get that vibe where you just kind of want to move on, and you have with the music, like you said, it's number 1 on iTunes.
Yeah,
which, congrats. Do you plan on doing more projects with some of your other cast members?
I definitely plan on doing. Me and Ray J have been talking about doing music, and also doing like a Thanksgiving or Christmas charity event where we go down to like Skid Row and different places and feed the homeless and give them gifts and stuff like that. So that's going to be something that we're going to do for our community.
Okay.
Also, I'm doing something called charity walk.
Okay.
Charity talk, which is going to be like a charity walk for LGBT teens and people who have been killed because of their sexuality, where we'll talk about it and bring the families in and just bring more exposure to who we are, because we're just regular people. We just choose to love differently. You know what I mean? So it's not even, and it's 2015. Like, it's like, yo, move on. Can we move on? Like,
you don't feel at all that the show pigeonholed you whatsoever, because a lot of reality, now that you're a reality star, right? You add that to your roster of the many other talents you have. You don't feel like it's going to pigeonhole you with, now he wants to be a musician. But even though you were a musician first, some may have not known that.
Well, I had to make that's one thing that I always make clear, even when I make posts and even on the show, that you have to make sure you are expressing the fact that I am a musician before anything else.
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing. So I don't think it would pigeonhole me if I allowed it to, if I kind of stayed in the realm of just reality TV show stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, some people can't get out of it because that's all they know, and that's how they move and that's how they shake.
Yeah.
That's not how I move and I shake. I move and I shake through my music. So, that's why I was able to get on the show in the first place.
Right.
So
because
it's like,
of
because of who I was. So, yeah.
Okay. So we're cool with everybody else on the show except for we already know who.
Right.
Right.
And I think my relationship is a little different right now with Hazel. So that's, let's say
you guys aren't going for brunch anytime soon.
No, we're not going for brunch. I actually like everybody on the cast. Even I had issues with Monique Slaughter for some things that she had tweeted out, but we got past that, and she's actually one of the people who exposed information to me about who.
Yeah.
Which was relevant, evident information
at that time
that made everything connect. You know what I mean?
That we'll be seeing on the reunion show.
I'm
possibly?
not really sure.
Oh, okay.
What if? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, actually, possibly.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys watch the reunion show.
Okay.
So yeah,
something might happen.
Yeah. The reunion show is crazy, by the way.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You guys are gonna be like, oh shit. So.
Did they? Yeah. Can you tell us a little something about?
I can't talk about it.
I know you can't talk about it, but you can tease.
Okay.
Whose storyline we should really pay, besides your storyline. Obviously your storyline is very important. Are you one of the the focuses of the reunion?
I think everybody that's a cast member gets their time. I don't know how it's going to be edited though. It's a 2-part show. Taking
yourself out of the equation, who were you were like, oh my goodness, what just happened?
Monique's got a lot of stuff going on at the reunion show. That's all I can say. It's a lot.
Okay.
I'm like, wow.
It was overwhelming.
It was a lot.
I mean, her last couple episodes on the show has been very emotional. So she's a tough cookie. We had her here last year for the recaps, and she is a tough cookie.
Yeah.
She was scared. She was staring at the camera, saying, "You little fuck." I was like, "Oh my god, I'm scared," and I'm standing right next to her.
That's crazy.
She a tough cookie, man, for real. So hopefully we'll see a lot more of you.
Definitely.
Aside from reality TV of the love and hip hop stuff, I know we're gonna see music.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I got my album coming out in the beginning of the first quarter, like in January. It's called Final Fantasy. It's already completed.
Okay.
So
I always wonder the type of people. I mean, the type of music that a lot of the because we've had Masika with music, Hazel with music, and I always wonder, who are they working with? Who are you working with?
Right. Have you heard any of my?
I heard some of your stuff.
Did you hear When I Go? That
was the heart. Yeah, it was very sad.
Yeah. So I think that's the most important. I think if you take your time out to make good music, I think initially. Things were, you don't have that pressure, but right now the pressure is on because you got to break out of, now that you're a reality show star, you can't come out with mediocre stuff anymore. So now you have to come with it.
Bring it.
Like K. Michelle, she broke out of there. I mean, she's an amazing artist.
Yeah.
I think Nene Leakes, as a reality show star, broke out of reality TV and was able to spread her wings to different things in different areas.
You gonna try to do the same with?
And I'm doing exactly the same. I'm not going to. I definitely won't ever relinquish the fact of reality TV unless they want to relinquish me on the show. But I definitely will make sure that I'm putting my best foot forward in everything else that I'm doing as well.
Okay. So. My last question is from Twitter. Somebody wanted to know if you would ever date again, and there was a rumor about you and Jussie Smollett.
Okay. Me and Jussie were at parties. In New York, we were at the same parties. I can say that.
Okay.
And of course I would date. Of course, love wins. Love still wins.
Right.
Like, just because it didn't work out.
I was thinking they were trying to ask if you and Jussie Smollett.
Yeah, sounds like that,
dating.
but I really can't even get into all that. Like,
Yeah. Would you go on a date? Would you take him out?
Of course, I would take Jussie out on a date.
Yeah?
Absolutely. I think Jussie's a great person and a great guy.
Y'all should go on a date.
Yeah, maybe.
He's single, isn't he?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got his number.
I mean,
you can
how
call
you know I got his number?
I don't know. I just felt it. I just vibed off that you got his number.
Oh, yeah. That's how you feel?
Yeah. I mean, y'all hung out.
I mean, no, we were at the same parties. Let's say that.
Tiptoeing in his Jordans.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely. I love you. You're so beautiful. Your spirit is so good. I love it.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you here. And anytime you want to come back, you can.
I will.
Absolutely. All right. Milan.
See you guys.